Hi Nigel, I appreciate that I seem to be the only person keeping count here, but it's now 9 days since the grooming gang survivors demanded that you apologised after you misrepresented what happened to them in the press conference where you were exploiting another survivor. I mean, to quote Elton John, you seem to think that sorry is the hardest word to say, whereas actually, sorry is a good word to say. It shows that you take accountability for your errors. And seemingly that's something that Zia feels quite strongly about too. I mean, today I found myself agreeing with him when he said those that broke Britain shouldn't be the ones brought back to fix it, which makes your position untenable, I think. Of course, you've always told your followers, the people in the cult with an L, that it was the wrong sort of Brexit, and that you would have delivered the right sort of Brexit. But seemingly, like your followers, you're very short-sighted in your vision, aren't you? Like, I get it. A brown man comes to you with lots of money and says, let me be a big part of your party. And you think that's great because they can't call me racist now because I've got a brown man in one of the top positions. But I wonder, did you actually even vet Zia? Accusations around inappropriate behaviour, lacking in empathy, running a toxic environment. You send him on the media round in a bid to get him to deflect from your weaknesses. You know, you're right in this post, aren't you? The first duty of government is to keep us safe. Yet you're telling us that you could be the next Prime Minister, but your party, according to Zia, has done 0 investigations to find out if you have any other Russian assets working for you. Like, you weren't the only one that was really close to Nathan Gill. Deputy Dick was his mate as well. Deputy Dick, who is a bit like you, out of his league, trying to play at politics but with no skill in it. No critical thinking, announces that you're going to stop the gold-plated public sector pensions. Lee Anderson, another inept politician that you've taken on board, says this is great. Deputy Dick knows all about economics. Like, he literally had a degree in construction economics and surveying from Salford University. He then predominantly worked for his family firm and made his millions there before branching out on his own. Like you, a man undoubtedly helped by his privileged upbringing. But you announce this stuff, and then everybody with critical thinking says, invariably on the same day, it's actually going to cost us more money. You see, it's tricky, Nigel, because you say what you think people want to hear in order to vote for you. But actually, you haven't got a clue how to deliver any of those things. And a quick reminder of your area of expertise. You left Dulwich College, which is one of the most expensive schools to go to. You were unable to go to university, but went straight into trading, thanks to your dad, probably, because your dad was a trader, so you were a nepo trader. You were not a successful trader, but when the Maastricht Treaty was brought in, you left the trading world because you felt that EU regulations were going to be a handicap. And you were wrong about that as well, because actually the trading world boomed after those regulations came in. But you were so pissed off about those regulations, probably because it would have changed how you worked down on the stock exchange. Because I would have thought you were brilliant picking up the phone, doing a bit of wheeling dealing, because you are a great communicator. You can persuade people to do things that maybe they wouldn't normally do. However, when the regulations came in and you were required to read paperwork to be on top of the detail, you couldn't cope with that. Instead, you left and you formed UKIP to try to get us out of the EU because you were so sad and bitter about the Maastricht Treaty being signed. But if my hypothesis is right, it's the detail that always lets you down. You claim you're going to do something, but you actually can't do it. And when it goes tits up, you blame everybody else. But thanks to social media and an army of bots funded by who knows who, because you never investigate, you're able to share your bullshit with people who, like you, do not have any critical thinking skills. So they vote for you and end up paying the cost. And somehow you've never paid the price for the fact that words have consequences. It's day 9. Don't forget your apology, as you were.